Drexel has been competing in basketball since 1894. The Dragons have a rich tradition of basketball excellence in the city of Philadelphia, but always stood in the shadows. The Big Five was formed in 1955. LaSalle, Penn, St. Joe's, Temple, and Villanova, the five Division I basketball programs in Philadelphia at the time. But since joining Division I in 1973, the Drexel Dragons have clawed out of the shadows, making 5 NCAA tournament appearances and competing with all of the Big Five members. Now, in 2023, 50 years after joining Division I, Drexel has officially become a part of the Big Five, adding to the basketball tradition in Philadelphia, one of the only places in the country with 6 competitive Division I basketball programs. Since the two faced off in the NCAA tournament in 1994, the Drexel Dragons and Temple Owls have only met 9 times. While Temple has won 8 of those matchups, including the last 5, Drexel had a landmark victory over Temple back on December 22, 2006, with a 69-54 win at the Liacouras Center.
Temple obviously just being one of the biggest names in the Big Five and their rich history going really far back, and then obviously with John Chaney and their dominance in the 80s and being the number 1 team in the country. So I think it's going to be great, but I think what's different compared to the rest of our schedule is the fact that they're Big Five games, and it adds an extra hype and there's a lot more meaning when you step on the court and you're playing against another Big Five opponent.
I think that since we did lose last year, it's like we want to get them back. We owe them one. They got us at their place, but now it's their time to come to our place, and hopefully we can get them back.
It doesn't matter what your record is coming into the game. It doesn't matter what your ranking is. Like, you got to go out there and fight, and every Big Five game is a dogfight.
It means a lot to have Temple come. I think that there's no doubt that when you compete, it's about gaining respect. And Drexel has a long time. We've fought to continue to rise to the public respect that I think certainly is well deserved. And it's nice that we'll be able to showcase an arena that is going to be on top of you basketball. That our fans will be hype, they'll be noisy, they'll be loud. We have great additions that have happened to this venue that our institution's invested in, and it's really quite the showcase. And so I'm excited for our student athletes that they get to showcase their home to our friends just to the north of us.
In the last 30 years of this series, these two have matched up at various venues, including the Palestra, but never at the DAC.
We have the chance to have Temple in the DAC for the first time in 35 years to play at Drexel. I think it'll be a great environment, a true college basketball venue that I think our campus will be on its absolute best display.
I mean, when someone just comes here, I just want to show them that we have a nice crowd. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to, just being back out there and playing in front of the crowd.
And the opportunity to compete and play against Temple. We've done that a lot of times, but it's always been on Broad Street, on their turf. We're thrilled and excited to have Temple coming to the DAC. I know our players will be excited, faculty and staff will be excited for the opportunity, and most importantly, I think the DAC Pack and the student body will be rowdy and raucous and make this place an absolute, very large home court advantage for us on that night.
I think it means more to the people in the city and to our fans, kind of that pride and like bragging rights, being able to brag and say we're the best team in the city. So those games are definitely grittier.
For those that'll tune in and watch outside of Philadelphia, they're going to say, man, I want to be a part of that. And that's exactly what we want. And the opportunity to compete and play against Temple.
The essence of the Big Five was to bring the best talent and the top universities in the area together to compete in front of the city and kind of show off their school pride in front of everyone else in the city. So Drexel has been one of the top universities in the city for a while. They've met that criteria. So I think it's about time that they've been added, and I think it'll just add to the allure and the prestige of the Big Five.
Will Temple continue its dominance over the Dragons, or will Drexel pack the DAC and get a Big Five victory on their home floor?